I used to be an extrovert in my younger years, so I thought. It turns out I'm like a complicated version of both. I don't know. But something did happen where Mean Girls like traumatized me. And toxic relationship, you know the story, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, I have accountability. I chose those people, I learned, but the trauma was still there that I didn't really ever acknowledge, which is I never wanted to really leave my house. Don't get me wrong, like if it was a networking event, I could leave. If I had to go do something like travel for a responsibility, I could do it. Going somewhere for fun, but the first step in anything is always acknowledging that there's a problem to begin with. The second step is also being willing to remove it, willing to get out of that story, that belief system in my head. And I'm trying, but last night I had a dream about Mean Girls, that I was back in LA and it doesn't mean everybody in LA is mean, but I had a dream that it was full of girls and they were all actresses that from movies and stuff, because I didn't recognize them from my real life. And the mind games, the psychological warfare was just, ugh. Don't get me wrong, there's guys like that too, especially in LA, in metropolitan cities. This was my subconscious telling me danger, danger, because I'm trying to not be antisocial. I'm trying to build deeper connections of bonding, etc. My subconscious, because of previous experiences, wants me to be afraid, kicking into my nervous system, accelerating my hormones, giving me anxiety and nervousness. The third step is to recognize that this is happening, give myself the grace and the compassion that I needed back then as a friend to myself. When a child falls, you kind of grab them and you're like, are you okay? And if they're not, you hold them and you give them the compassion and the space to feel their feelings until they're okay. And then you kind of pat them off and then you're okay. That's how I have to talk to myself and explain to my little me, or however I envision myself. But I talk to myself saying you're safe, it's okay, that was a different time, that was a different experience. It doesn't mean that every experience is like that. That's a form of self-soothing. So giving myself a hug and having that compassion for myself is all that is needed to regulate the anxiety and the emotions. I did a little meditation, I ate some, I finally drank water because my friend told me to drink water and I haven't been drinking water, and I did, and now I feel better. Shout out to all the nurses, because she tells me the stories and it's like, oh my God, I don't know how your heart survives this. Anyways, this is how you walk through fear, whether you're dating or you're getting back out there into the world, or you're starting a business, or you're growing your business to a new level. Maybe you're speaking in front of 300 people today, whatever. Give yourself that compassion and that understanding and that safe space to process the feelings and understand it's okay to be scared. But by doing this, you give yourself the ammunition that's needed in order to walk through in order to walk through the fear itself. Without doing this, you're like a nervous wreck trying to get things done. So if I didn't regulate myself today, I could have very well self-sabotaged doing something. Who knows what I could have done? You know what I mean? I could cop an attitude. I could misunderstand something. I could blow something out of proportion. I could be inconsiderate and rude. I could all sorts of things. But because I regulate myself, give myself the space, then there's less room for error. Okay, it's Saturday. Have fun.